Yeah, that material I will share, no problem. Just we are going to through that our text material only. So see, statistics means already I explained that it is talks about the collection of figures and data. So whatever research you want, whatever facts you want to know, first we need to collect the data. Without collecting of the data, we are not able to analyze. So first, to analyze something, to know the fact of something, so compulsory what we required raw data. So that whatever raw data we collected, that is we are going to analyze. First, the collected raw data, we are going to create the table formats. We are going to frame the tabulation. So after creation of the table formats, we are going to analyze. For example, there is a government, the government want to take on a decision to, they want to implement one policy. So that to implement that policy, what is the public, what is the population, in that population, what is the males and what is the females, and what are the age group related people are there, and it is the, which age group of people it is compulsory, it is more required, and which age group of people is not required. So that all are, they are going to talk, they are going to decide based on the that collection of facts and figures only. Is it clear? So here statistics definition already is there in your material, go through like that. Okay, so and one more important point is these statistics mainly talks about the numerical data only. Is it clear? So whatever the data we are going to, we are collected, that all the data we are going to collect in the numerical only, and that numerical data we are going to analyze. So what is the, yeah, the what is the nature and scope and importance of statistics? So that is also very important. Okay.
Nature and scope.
Yeah. First, first unit talks about the first in the black one. Unit talks about the nature, scope, and importance of the statistics.
Statistics.
See, before that, before that, when it is started, what is the exactly what where we are where we are applying the statistics? So that all are we are going to discuss. Okay, right. Yeah. See, statistics generally it is a branch of mathematics. It is dealing with the collection of facts, and it is going to organize that whatever we collected the figures and analyze, and it is going to be give the interpretation. So definition talks about that it is the science of collecting and analyzing and interpreting the data for decision making purpose. So this is the simple definition of statistics. And which field it is applying. So where we are applying these statistics. Generally, if you observe that statistics, everywhere we are applying that. So generally, the statistics everywhere applying. So if you observe that in economic field, while calculating the GDP, to know the GDP, we are applying. In economics, we are applying. In business, we are applying. In medicine, we are applying. In maths, we are applying. Every segment, everywhere, statistics we are going to apply. For example, if you take that economics, so in economic stats talks about the GDP, the trends, that inflation rates, tax rates. So it means what? Whether it is increasing or decreasing. So every last year is how much, present current year is how much. So what is the growth rate? What is the decline rate? So how we are going to decide based on the whatever the past data, whatever you are taking, whatever you are taking, and present whatever data you have, we are going to compare. So these statistics will help to compare the present and past. At the same time, sometimes statistics we are going to use for the estimation of the future also. So field of application of these statistics everywhere we are using. For example, if you take that business, in business also we are going to use the statistics. So how we are going to use the business? Whenever you want to introduce any new product in the market, first of all, we need to do the market research. So which type of customers are there? What type of customer? What are the customers' expectations? So we are going to collect their opinions. So that opinion we are going to analyze. That whatever we are collecting that opinion, that is only facts. So based on that facts, we are going to analyzing, we are going to do it. Not only this economics and business area, these statistics we are going to apply in the medicine also. So how we are going to medicine? Last COVID time, in COVID-19, when we are facing the pandemic situation, that time, so we innovated one that vaccine. So that vaccine, how it is effectively working. So we need to know that. To know that vaccine performance, we are going to take the clinical trials. So some group of people we are going to take, we are going to give the vaccine for them. And what is the impact of that COVID vaccine on that group of people? So it is very good or bad. So that purpose also we are going to use the statistics. And that, is it statistics or science or art? So most of the people they have this question. So it can be our work as a both. As a science, we are going to follow the systematic logistic methods, use the mathematical models and empirical data. So because of that, we are going to call as it is science. And sometimes it is also we are going to analyze, we are going to use the different techniques, methods to implementation. So every simple person also they are going to understand easily when we are showing the facts and figures. Okay, that's in system settings. Right, listen. So it is become, it is a both arts and science. Okay. And what is the functions and importance of statistics functions? What is the functions and importance of, so what is the functions and importance of statistics? See, simple that it can be, if you are observed that your material also it is there that, okay, right. See, it is facilitate for the decision making and forecasting purpose. So, for example, if you are able to find that, you see, when I show the some graphs, instead of telling the numbers, when you see the numbers, when you see the graph, you are able to understand what is the graphs are there, what is the frequency of Radha. ఇది షేర్ అయితే లేదు రాదా, కెన్ యూ హెల్ప్ వన్స్? నాకు జూమ్ లో ఇది నాకు మెటీరియల్ షేర్ అయితే లేదు ఇది. సిస్టమ్ సెట్టింగ్ తిరుగుతూనే ఉంది.
యూజీనా ఇది నీది కోఆపరేట్ చేస్తలేదు.
నాది కోఆపరేట్ కాదు అసలు, ఎందుకో అర్థమవుతలేదు. ఇంతకుముందు వచ్చింది, ఇప్పుడు సడన్ గా పోయి తిరుగుతుంది. వాళ్ళు నాకు ఏమైనా పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వాలా? థర్డ్ పార్టీ
ఏది
ఇది లింక్ పెట్టిల్లు కదా వాళ్ళు.
ఈ నెంబర్ మెసేజ్ చేస్తున్నా, నేను కాల్ చేస్తున్నా. ఈ నెంబర్ శ్రవణ్, కంప్యూటర్ ల్యాబ్ టెక్నీషియన్. నాకు కాల్ చేస్తే
ఓకే,
మాస్టర్ జనరల్ మెసేజ్.
yeah, sorry for the delay. So here simply it can be wait. What is the functions of the statistics? See, it is first of all there are some functions are very important. Okay, first one is the simplifies the mass data. See, whatever data you collected, that data we are going to frame the table formats. Is it clear? Okay, for example, we collected our entire population of the country. So that country, how we are segregating statewide, okay, union territory wise, okay, and again states in the urban wise and rural wise. So like that, whatever the data we collected, we are going to simplify the data. Mass data we are going to create the simplify. Okay, next one is the present the facts. Okay, whatever data we collected, we are going to disclose that data only. Is it clear? For example, I want to analyze the results of BCom second year people who are studying the BCom second year under the B.R. Ambedkar Open University. So just last previous result I want to analyze. First, I am going to take the total strength of your class, and in that total strength, what is the male candidates and what is the female candidates. So in that male candidates, how many are completed all subjects, how many are pending one how many are not cleared, like that. The data we are going to analyze according to our requirement. So it talks about the present the facts and define the forms and facilitate comparative study. What if you have the facts, if you have the data, what is the last year results, what is the current year results, whether is increasing or decreasing. So whatever the data we are collecting, the data help to compare that past and present also, and it is helps to prediction also. See, some the regression techniques tools are there, based on that forecasting methods we are going to help, we are going to calculate the future.
नहीं है नहीं है डाल दूंगा
Hello, excuse me, someone is making noise. Please maintain. Please mute that. Okay, so it is helped for the prediction also, and also it is formulating and testing of hypothesis on particular problem. You are going to do some research. So your assumption before collecting the data, you have some assumptions. So some people, though, for example, we are going to observe that we are going to give the some vaccine for the some diseases. So our assumption is what, that vaccine can work 100%. We are going to hope that. So we are given after that whether it is that as per our assumption it is working or not. So we are going to find it. So it is going to help for the formulating the hypothesis also, and help the formulation and suitable policies. And once you know the data, once you know the results, for example, I conducted one survey. So there I am conducted survey to know the three subjects of the students' knowledge. For example, advanced accounting is there, business statistics is there, and other subject is there. So which subject is more you are efficient? If you give based on your response, I'm going to decide. So 60% of the students, they are very efficient in the statistics, 40% are efficient in the advanced accounting, and 50% in the both. Like that, I'm going to analyze, I'm going to take that result, and those who are weak in that subject, I'm going to take the necessary action and necessary for policies for that to implementation to overcome that problem. These statistics will help it. And next one is the to know the individual knowledge and experience, enlarge the individual knowledge and experience. This will help for the major function is individual knowledge and experience, and try to interpret the conditions, present condition we are going to analyze and we are going to interpret, and provide the numerical measurements only. So these are the functions of the statistics. And what is the importance of the statistics? See, importance means if you know if you know the how to use the statistics, you are everywhere you are going to be success, because that much if we are going to use the statistics. See, for example, you people are all are doing some jobs. So what is your last year salary, and what is your 5 years back salary, and what you are going to expect the future salary? If you compare that data, if you compare the data, you are able to take the decision. In human life also, in general phenomena also, we are going to use the statistics, and what quantity we are going to use, and what is the fluctuations we are facing, what is our total income. For example, you people are earning 50,000 rupees per month, and in that 50,000, what is the proportionate of the your personal expenditure, what is the percentage of your savings, what is the percentage of your rent and food facilities. So like that, we are going to divide that our total income into different parts, so that whatever we are dividing, we are going to show as a diagram, as a figures. So it can be help to simple understand purpose also. So here, this is the very important for the purpose of determining the location or business size or marketing decision, and everywhere generally it is going to be used. Is it clear? Okay. And For example, you are engaging some production, you are doing some production. So what is the your current production? What is your demand and how much you need to increase? So already if you're producing excess, how much you need to reduce? So based on your demand, you are going to be supplied. So that to know the demand, you are going to collect the data from the market. Not only that, it is the personal administration purpose we are going to use, and it is the accounts and audit purpose we are going to use, operations and research purpose also we are going to use. So what is the limitations of the statistics? Generally, these statistics talks about the only figures only. Okay, whatever we are able to measure, whatever quantify the results, that only we are going to talk. Sometimes with non-quantitative items, we cannot predict, we cannot analyze also. For example, your satisfaction levels. You ate something outside. So how much you are liked it? So can you measure it? We are not able to measure. For example, you taken some perfume smell. So that smell you enjoyed. So can we measure that? So we are not able to measure. Here, these statistics talks about the only numerical data only, quantitative items only. We are not able to find the qualitative data also. This deals with the aggregate of facts. Only whatever raw data is there, that data only we are going to analyze, we are going to give the results, we are going to give the findings, we are going to give the interpretation for that only. But here, sometimes this aggregate of facts, the data images also, it is going to give the misleading of the persons. For example, I will give the one example. See, there is a one class. So in that class, only one person is there. He is passed. So and result is how much? 100% is the result. Same other section also there. In that class, almost 100 member students are there. 99 members are passed. One person is failed. What is the result of past? What is the past result? Okay, what is the past result? It is 99% passed, 1% failed. But compare with 1%, this is the 99%, this is the 100%. But here number of persons is more. So sometimes this image is also going to be misleading. Is it clear? And
ఏంటిది
Amma Ruchita, hello. Yeah. So this is the brief story about the first unit, black. Is it clear? First unit. And second unit talks about the statistical investigation and collection of data. See, generally, statistical investigation means what? To, to analyze the data, we are going to gather the information. So we are going to collect the data. So the collection of data also, we have two sources. So generally, there are two sources of data is there, primary data and secondary data. Primary data means what? Secondary data means what? So primary data means whatever the data we collected first time. Okay, whatever data we collected first time. So that is first time data is called as a primary data. Secondary data means what? Already existed data and used data. Whenever we are going to use existed data, so that is called as a secondary data. So generally, this is the data we can collect different method, different sources we are going to collect that. And see, the types of statistical investigation, generally, we are going to collect the direct investigation. Means, if I require any data, I'm going to ask you only, you are going to give the answer for me. So based on your answer, I'm going to collect the data. Not only that, sometimes we are going to regular interaction also. And sometimes I'm going to give the I'm going to give some questions for you. So based on that, we are going to give that. Based on that, you are going to give that. Okay, based on data, you are going to give the your response. So it is based on the situation we are going to collect the data. Is it clear? So there are different types of statistical investigations are there. In your page number 27, it is available. And stages of the statistical investigation for the planning. See, generally there are different contents of the data investigations are there. So that is collection of the planning and statistical investigation. First, we need to plan it, how to collect the data. Next, collection of the data. Next, whatever the data we collected, that we are going to organize. And after organizing the data, we have to present. So after presentation of the data, we have to analyze what is the happening in that data. And after analyzing, we are going to give the interpretation. So like this, we are going to do. Is it clear? So simply here, what is the methods we are going to use the collecting of the primary data? Generally, here we have 5 sources of primary data is available. So first of all, direct personal interviews. So it means what? When we are going to approach the people directly, okay, we are going to do some interview. Based on that interview question, their response we are going to take. So that data we are going to collect. Second one is the indirect oral interview. Oral interview means what? So it is, we are not going to approach the directly, but we are going to collect the data from them. Next one is the information from the correspondence and questionnaires and schedules. So questionnaires means what? Simply, I want to collect the data on one. Recently, government of Telangana, they collected some data from the public. So to know the population caste wise and income wise and based on profession wise, so to implementation some schemes, they require the data. So they given the data to the enumerators. Okay, they collected the data from the public. So here the collection of the data is simply direct we are going to collect, indirectly we are going to collect, through questionnaires we are going to collect. So if you send the questionnaire through the Google form also, the Google scholars, they are going to give that in that Google form, they are going to fill their data and they are going to send back. So that is also one method. And there, if you want to collect the data directly, you can give the questionnaire. So those who are educated, they can fill the data according to their knowledge, whatever question applicable for them, according to them, they are going to fill the data we are going to collect. Sometimes, so we are going to prepare the schedules to collect the data. Schedules means what? So already structured questions already we prepared. One person is going to ask, that responses will give the answers. Respondents means opponent person, respondent will give the answer. The respondents, whatever giving that, we are going to tick it and we are going to collect the data from them. So here, to collect the data from the schedules, enumerators are going to collect the data. So this is the different method, source of the methods of the primary data. And what is the secondary data? See, secondary data means already existed data, raw data we are going to use. Is it clear? And another method also there, census method and sample method. Data collection is 2 methods are there, census method and sample method. Census method means what? So instead of collecting the data from few members, entire people were going to be covered. Is it clear? That is census method. Sample method means what? Instead of covering the data, collecting the data from all the members, we are going to collect only few people. Okay. So there is a criteria to collecting the data. So that people or those who are covered under that criteria, we are going to collect the data from them only. So we are not going to cover the entire population. Is it clear? For example, there is a one village, we have to conduct one survey. 100 members are there. We collected data from 100 members. That is census method. So out of 100, we are going to collect only few members. So like that, for example, every 10% of the population. So out of 100, 10% means what? 10 members only. So we are going to collect data from them only. So that is sampling method. That sampling methods also, there are different sampling techniques also there. Okay, random method, the methods of sampling, there are 2 types, random sampling methods and non-random sampling methods. Under the random sampling methods, simple random, lateral random, using methods, okay, stratified cluster methods are there, and non-random, judgmental, purposive, okay, and snowball methods. These are the non-random sampling methods. Is it clear? And next class, we are going to continue with the classification and seriation of the data. Is it clear? Actually, my PPT, because due to some technical problem, I'm not able to share my PPT. But next class, I'm going to share my PPT Now whatever I taken that I entered the material, I'm going to send to you. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, that your PPT was there. Now you can send it into mail ID, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any
Can I
group?
message you? Sir. UG group is there, sir.
Okay. Wait. I'm trying to share again.
Again. In YouTube also live is going now, sir. This one. This link.
Yeah, actually, there is some technical problem. Is there layout options? Yeah, no
Sir,
problem.
sir,
Yeah,
please send in group, sir, PPT.
yeah, definitely. I will send it. Okay. So,
Yes.
do you have materials?
Textbooks we have, sir.
Yeah. That only I'm asking. So, this black one, black two, black one only. These 3 chapters we have. Is it clear? Yeah. I think our class is up to 11:30.
This,
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
sir, this,
Yeah. Then I'll
this
continue
subject
remaining.
also we are.
Sorry. Hello. Yeah. See, unit third, classification and seriation of data. See, classification means what? What is the classification? What is the classification of data? Hello, is it audible?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Yeah. What is the meaning of content? This meeting being sent to third party.
Hello.
Right. See, classification of what is the classification? Classification means separation.
Dividing into groups.
Yeah. So it means what? First of all, we are going to collect the data from all the members. Is it clear? So what happened that, for example, I collected data from 100 members. Okay. That 100 members, what I'm going to do, I need to classify gender-wise, first of all. For example, so take example, there is a 2 types of genders are there. So male candidates how much and female candidates how much. Based on my question, based on my whatever I collected data, that data I'm going to do, first of all, I need to simplify the data. Is it clear? So after that, what I'm going to do? So arrangement of the similarities. Is it clear? See, arrangement of the similarity means what? So whatever total entire group is there, we are going to divide it into subgroups. Okay, according to our requirement. And next one is what? For example, I collected data 100 members. In that data, 60 members are male candidates, 40 members are female candidates. That 60 members scores are how much in business statistics, and in 40 members scores are how much. So this classification will help to comparison purpose. Is it clear? It facilitates comparison and establishment of relationship. See, the scores are is equal or unequal, whether they is same or not. To check that also we are going to see it. And next one is the classification of data will help to tabulation. We are going to prepare the tables or individual tables. So, and after creation of the individual, after framing the tabulation, we are going to analyze the data. So this is the tabulation, well, classification of data. What is the general principles of classification? See, the classification must be exhaustive. So must be exhaustive means what? What is the group of people are there? What purpose we are collecting the data, and how many groups we have to, we need to get the first clarity. So after that, that data must and should be mutually exclusive. Is it clear? Okay. So, and the classification must be consistent. The whatever we classified, same
Sir,
data we are going to be check it. See, if you have that page number 69, if you have the material, if you have the textbook, you
hello.
open the chart, there is a total population. Whatever I'm given example, same example is there. Is it clear? So under the page number 69, what happened? That they taken total figure population. That population they classified into three categories. That is region wise: Hindus, Muslims, Christians. Okay. So again in Hindus they classified into sub classification, that is male candidates and female candidates.
Religion.
In Muslims also. So what they are trying, what they are telling in this chart. So that data they are dividing into subparts to know the results. Is it clear? In Hindus also they classified into two groups, and what is that, male candidates and female candidates. In Muslims also they classified gender wise, and other region also they classified gender wise. In that again, what is the literates? See, when you take the literates, how many total literates, means how we are going to know literates of the male candidates, literates of the female candidates from Hindu group, and
Literate
literates
means,
of
sir?
the Muslims, and literates
The
of the
one who is
female candidates
educated.
from the Muslims. So
The one
when you
knows how to read
classify
and write.
like this, you are able to identify easily also. Is it clear? So basis of the classification, qualitative classification is there, quantitative classification is there, geographical classification. Geographical classification is there, and chronological classification is there. So classification, qualitative qualification means what? The basis of the presence and absence of particular attributes. See, qualitative means without taking the any numerical figures. For example, who likes the for example, it is the qualitative thought, the attribute talks about the natural differences. It is grouping simply. Qualitative means what is the females likes, what is the males, okay, what is the grouping of that under the female class sub classification. Okay, so this is gender wise classification. Generally it is covers under the qualitative data. And next one is the quantitative data. So quantitative,
Sir,
yeah,
literates means?
literate
The one
means
who knows how to read
educated.
and write.
Educated and uneducated. Literate means those people who can read and write,
Right.
who can write and read. So they are literates. Illiterate means those who are not able to write and read.
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 Okay, yeah. So, and second category of the people, quantity.
What is mutually exclusive, sir?
Sorry.
What is mutually exclusive? What is the meaning of
See,
mutually exclusive?
mutually exclusive means when your classification of data, for example, we are there are different age group of people are there. For example, below 20 years and 20 to 40 years. See, exclusive means what? Below 20, all they are going to come under here only. Is it clear? Exclusive. So above 20 means what? For example, 20, the limit of the classification. Is it clear? Exclusively, limit of the classification. And next one, next category will start from where? 21 to 40. Means those who are covered 21 and 40, next group. So that limitation of the group. Is it clear?
Okay.
Generally, the data we are going to classify it into different groups. So under your which group you are going to be covered, it should not be covered under the next group. Okay, so this is the exclusive, and see in your in exclusive, open exclusive and closed-ended exclusive also there. Data, when we are going to talk about the series next chapter, it is going to know the exclusive series. Is it clear? And geographical classification. See, in our country, country we classified into 4 parts based on the geographical classification: north, south, okay, east,
East to west.
west side. So it means what? To divide the India, we taken base as a geographical base. Okay, South people, South states are what is the South states? What is the North
Telangana,
states?
Andhra Pradesh,
Yeah, like that. So it means what?
Kerala,
Yeah,
Karnataka,
basic.
Tamil Nadu.
We are talking about the basic principles to classification of the data. So different according to your requirement, you are going to divide the data. Is it clear? And next one is the chronological classification. Chronological classification means what?
Order
Based
wise.
on the years. Okay, based on the period, year. Okay, based on the period, we are going to classify. For example, before 1900 to 2000 and after 2000 period. Is it clear? Or before independence, the period consists of the 90 up to 1947. So after independence, 1947 to 2020, like that. So chronological order means what? Yearly period wise the data we are going to classify. So from 2000 to 2005, what is the population? 2005 to 2010, what is the population?
ప్రిన్సీకి మార్చ్ ఫస్ట్ నుంచి హాలిడేస్
Hello, Swarupa. So
For
2000,
every 10 years, we'll get the population, right, sir?
sorry,
For every 10 years, the population
that
will
is
be
I'm
census.
I'm talking about the classification of chronological classification of
Okay,
data
okay.
based on the
Just an
chronology.
example, okay.
The data collection is 10 every 10 years. That is different. So here
Okay,
means data we are going to take 2000 every 5 years, 2000 to 2005, 2005 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 15, okay, 16 to
okay.
20, like that. So this is the basis for the classification of data. Is it clear? Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
actually, there is a technical problem. Otherwise, I will show some graphs and some tables. Actually, it's not there. From your textbook only, I'm going to show some of the graphs. If I tell the page number, can you open that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
We
definitely.
don't have books, sir.
Then how?
We are just listening the classes.
Okay. But after the class, we refer the textbook. Is it clear?
We didn't purchase it, sir.
Already the material was sent now.
Where, sir? Is it online? Is there?
Yeah. See the page number 91. See, classification of tables. For example, the tables are just we have that different kind of table, simple and complex table and general purpose, special purpose tables. So, did you open that page number 91?
Yes, sir.
See, there is a one table. What the table indicates what? Simple. The income of the rupees 300 to 400 rupees. How many workers are there? 250 workers are there. Is it clear? And 400 to 500 rupees earning people, 400 workers are there. And 700 to 800, 50 members are there. Total number of workers are how much? 1000 members. So it is talks about what? The table classification. So first we are going to collect the data. Then according to the data, we are going to frame the, prepare the tables like this. And next thing, next, okay, turn up the page 92. So here, see, here page, in page number, previous table talks about the only simply income and number of workers. Am I correct? But this table again they classified gender wise also. Workers again they classified male or female. So under income 300 to 400, number of male candidates are how much? Number of female candidates are how much? So for example, if you take these 250 members, number of workers there 250 in the first table. In the 250, what happened? There is a female candidates and the same time there is a male candidate. So it means what this table talks about the two-way table. Is it clear? Two-way table means what? It's talking about the income. It is talking about the gender classification also. Okay. And next one, if you see the table 3, Higher order table. Higher order table. So this table covers about they covered age group, different type of age group. Hello, previously someone asked about the what is the exclusive series. See here 20 to 30 group is there. So up to about 20 years and below 30 years, those who are covered, we're going to take the under the first group only. And if the 30 plus, if the exactly 30 first group only, and 30 plus even the one day also, we are going to take 30 to 40. Okay. And 40 to 50, like that we are going to take it. Is it clear? So here, the tables also we are classified into different categories. First, whatever the raw data we are collected, that is where we are going to prepare the tables according to our convenience. After preparation of tables, we are going to analyze the data. After once analysis is completed, you have to interpret the data. That interpretation result, based on that interpretation, you have to take the decision. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And next one. Yeah. See, first 3 units talks about the simple. It is only the theoretical part. What is the meaning of data? So what is the meaning of data? And what is the definition of data? Okay. What is the scope of data? Functions of data. So this can talk only theoretical part. So here basic statistics, basic terminology we are going to learn from this black one. Is it clear? And second unit talks about second unit only very important. That is, if you open that to page number 25, there is a contents are there. Okay. Divya, hello, Divya. Please mute yourself. Okay. In first unit, what we are discussed, statistics means what? Okay. What is the statistics? Statistics means what? What is the importance? The statistics in which field we are applying? What is the functions? What is the importance? What is the limitations? These topics only have to be focused. And when you are coming to the second unit, what is the meaning of data? Data means what? It is the collection of figures and facts. Okay. So the data we classified, what is the types of data? The data we classified into two categories: primary data and secondary data. Okay. So here, what is the meaning of statistical investigation? So statistical investigation means what? So whatever the data we have, whatever the statistical investigation means what? Usually data collected with the help of statistical investigation. Statistical investigation is the systematic method of collecting information with respect of the variables and attributes. Statistical investigation is nothing but it is a simple and sweet procedure of the collection of data systematical manner. Okay. Generally, whatever we are talking, whatever we are talking, that is oral discussion. But statistical investigation data means what? What is the main purpose of collection of data? First, you have to identify. After that, what are the questions you need to ask? Okay. What is the answers? So that procedure is what? You have to ask, you have to collect the data systematical manner. Okay. So that is the meaning of systematical investigation. So these types of statistical investigation, maybe it may be direct or indirect, and also initial and repetitive, regular and hard act, and confidential, official or non-official or semi-official, extensive or limited, pilot or comprehensive. See, there is no limit for the collection of the data. You can involve with the respondents. You can meet the respondent. Whatever you require, you can ask them. They are going to give the response. So based on the response, you can record the data. You can record the data. You can analyze the data. Is it clear? So that is the one way. And next one is the what is the stages of statistical investigation? This is a very important question. So first, we have to plan for the investigation, planning of investigation. Second one is the after planning of investigation, collecting the data. Once your planning is completed, you can collect the data. So once you collected the data, already in the page number 91, I showed some tables. You can arrange the data, organizing the data in the table formation. After preparation of the table from a classification, nothing but it is preparation of table formation is nothing but a preparation of classification of data. So after that, whatever the data you classified, whatever you prepared as a tables, you present the data. Okay. So after that, you can analyze whatever you are presenting the data. You can analyze the data. Where is it is increasing, where it is decreasing, which is more, which is less. Like that, you can analyze. So after that, you can write the note under the table format. After analyzing the data, you can write the interpretation. Interpretation means compare with male candidates, female candidates are more. For example, our class also we are going to analyze. So here there are total 32 members are there. Out of 32 members, what is the female candidates and what is the male candidates? From Hyderabad, how many students? From other districts are how many students? So like that, different classifications, different analysis we are going to do in the statistics. So this is whatever I am telling, that is the general explanation. But in the statistics, for everywhere we are going to do the every research, this statistics only base. Is it clear? So like that we are going to use it. And next one is the meaning and signification collection of data, choice of between yeah. What is the difference between primary data and secondary data? So primary data and secondary data, we can identify simply based on the nature of the data. So how we are going to identify? So primary data means whatever the data we are going to collect from the first time related respondents. So that is called as a primary data. So secondary data means what? Already data collected someone and it is already used to some other purpose. But again, we are going to use the data, our requirement purpose also. So that is secondary data. So this is the fresh data. This is the new data, first time the raw data. This is already existent data. Is it clear? That is the point number one. So generally primary data, the general sources are, we are going to direct interact with the respondents, or we are going to collect the data from the questionnaires, or we are going to collect the data from schedules. Okay. So like that, when we are going to approach directly in the respondents, we are going to collect. But secondary data source are like already printed books, magazines, textbooks, already someone wrote articles. Okay. These are the examples, already published data in some other magazines. So this is the some of the examples of the secondary data. And which data we are going to use? See, for example, you want to know the bank's performance. How we are going to know the bank's performance? We cannot ask the questions. They won't give the any questions. But every bank, after the completion of their financial year, they are going to disclose the annual reports. So with the help of that annual reports, we are going to collect the annual reports. We are going to analyze that annual reports. So that is secondary data. Already banker prepared the data and they disclosed the data. That data only we are using for our analysis purpose. So that is the secondary data. So these are some of the examples. You go through according to your syllabus. If you have any doubt, you can catch me. Okay, is it clear? Next class, I'm going to talk about that. Next class, some problematic part. I will share the screen also. Next class, we are going to discuss about the presentation of data. Do you have tomorrow class?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow it is there.
Yeah, tomorrow we are going to discuss about the presentation of the data. Is it clear?
And this, yes, sir. Sir, this subject problems also are there, I think.
Yeah, in the first unit there is no problems. In the
Uh,
second unit is also only some diagrams we need to prepare. From unit
yeah.
from black 3, black 4, black 5, there is a problems.
From block 1, block 2, we are having theory.
Only theory part.
Okay. And in some examples, I have seen some
Yeah,
means
yeah,
some problems are, things, basic problems are there.
yeah, yeah. See this textbook material you can keep your side, kept aside when your class is going on. That time I'm going to explain the problems also.
And sir, can you give your phone number? Sir, if any doubts are there, means contact number.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I will.
And important questions also. How to prepare and how to write.
Yeah, now I told that unit one there is a importance of the statistics, functions of statistics, scope of the statistics. These three
Importance
questions are
functions.
important. Yeah, these three important questions. And that in the unit two, the classification of data, types of data, primary data and secondary data. And primary data sources are what is the sources of primary data and what is the sources of secondary data from second unit. And classification of data unit 3 is the simple table format and complex table format and a personal requirement table format. That is the important. Only 5 6 topics are there. You go through that contents. You can message me in the personally. I will give the reply. Is it clear?
Hmm.
uh, Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, once you tell, sir, I can't understand the questions. Unit 1.
From unit 1, nature, scope and importance of the statistics. Thus three questions are important.
Nature and scope of statistics.
Next, functions of statistics.
Just a minute, sir. Functions of statistics.
Okay. And second, from unit 2, classification of data, types of data and sources of data. Sources of primary data
Sir,
and second.
sir, once again, sir. First one was Unit 2.
You can message me. I will send the group. Okay.
Sir, we'll add your group. Tell your mobile number. We'll add this number to group.
Yeah. 90
Just a minute, sir. 90
10
10
336
336
336.
336.
Yeah. You don't add in the group. Those who required, you can just message me because I have a lot of groups. So I have many groups actually.
Yeah.
There is a lot of discussion is going on in your group every time. I can't open, I can't see. Those who require, those who have any doubts, you can catch me. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next class, I'm going to share the data also, material also.
I'll message you personally, sir. That
Yeah, yeah.
questions and you send it to my WhatsApp number.
No
I'll see
problem.
this. We are having this number. WhatsApp is there, no?
No problem. It's okay.
Oh, that's why. I'll send it. Okay, sir.
Yeah, right.
I'll give you missed call and I'll send
No
you hi.
problem. Yeah, no, you should not.
Unit one only two questions, I think, no?
I will talk.
Okay. They are asking me in Zoom meeting, sir.